Howdy friends, rivals and people who genuinely want to learn English. My name is Nishk and today we're going to be focusing on silent letters. I swear to God, these little creatures gave me nightmares for days. I also received this comment recently and I thought that it wouldn't be right if I didn't tell you guys about silent letters because it is pretty hard. Like, is it comb or is it comb? So today we're going to go deeper into that. I hope you guys are excited. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I won't be telling you guys that it's not comb, it's comb. Today I'm going to be telling you guys a few set of rules that you can use on your own words. So rule number 1, here we have a silent K. Whenever a K is accompanied by an N, it is always silent. A few examples is knowledge, knocking and needing. In all of these examples, only an N is used. There's no K. So the K has become silent and we are only using the N as in the pronunciation. So that is rule number 1, silent K. Whenever a K is accompanied by an N, the K becomes silent. Okay, so rule number 2 is silent H. Whenever we have WH, the H always becomes silent. A few examples: what, when, white. Can you hear the H? No, because I'm not pronouncing the H, I'm only pronouncing the W. Okay, so now we're going to be coming on to rule number 3, which is silent W. So whenever W is followed by an R, the W becomes silent. So a few examples would be write, wrap, wrench. Okay, so that was rule number 3, silent W, whenever W is accompanied by an R. Okay, so now we're going to be coming on to rule number 4, which is silent L. Whenever an L comes after A, O, U, the L becomes silent. For example, we have half, palm, folk and wood. Half, palm, folk and wood. I'm not pronouncing the L in them. It's not half, it's not palm, it's not folk, it's not wood. It's half, palm, folk and wood. So that was rule number 4, silent L whenever an L comes after A, O and U. Okay, now we have rule number 5, which is silent B. Whenever an M comes before B, the B will be silent. For example, we have Tom, we have comb, we have climb. It's not Tom, it's not comb, and it's not climb. Okay? So that was rule number 5. Whenever an M comes before the B becomes silent. Let's move on. Okay, so now we come on to rule number 6, which is another rule for silent W. So this one is whenever WH comes before an O, then the W becomes silent. A few examples would be who and whom. We are not hearing the W in this. We're just hearing the H-O and H-O-M-E. So that is rule number 6, a silent W. Whenever WH comes before O, the W becomes silent. Okay, so rule number 7 is a silent D. Whenever D comes before the N and G, the D becomes silent. For example, bridge. We also have budget. We have Wednesday. It's not budget. It's not bridge, it's not Wednesday, so we do not pronounce the D. That was rule number 7, a silent D. Whenever D comes before N and G, the D becomes silent. Rule number 8, that is a silent C. Whenever a C comes before K and Q, the C becomes silent. A few examples are hockey, acquire, lock, block. There are so many examples of a silent C. So that was rule number 8, a silent C. Whenever a C comes before a K and a Q, the C becomes silent. Let's move on. Okay, so now we come on to our last rule, which is rule number 9, which is also the silent G. Now, whenever the G precedes N, the G becomes silent. So we have sign, we have design, we also have foreign. So in all of these, you cannot really hear the G. It's not sign, it's not design, it's not foreign, right? It's sign, design and foreign. So that was rule number 9, a silent G. Whenever G precedes N, the G becomes silent. Okay guys, so those were the 9 basic rules of silent words in English. Now, there are of course many exceptions and many more rules, but I believe that these are the few rules that you just need right now. But make sure to practice these and make sure to implement them in your everyday life, because I hear a lot of people around me say Wednesday when it's actually Wednesday. So try your best to implement them in your everyday life. It's going to take a while, but trust the process, and make sure to practice these, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.